Good evening and welcome inside the Don Riddler Fieldhouse for tonight's matchup featuring the visiting St. Xavier Cougars and your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. The NAIA alongside the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference takes great pride in the conduct of its student athletes, coaches, officials, and spectators. We encourage the cheering of your team, but with the spirit of good sportsmanship kept in mind. We now ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. Here are your starting lineups. First, for the visiting Cougars. At guard, Black and Junior from Canada, Australia. At center, 16 Soccer from Illinois, 22 At guard, at 6 Soccer from Illinois, 24 At guard, at 4 Junior from Colorado State. The Cougars are coached by Cindy Lovich, and in her first season, she's assisted by Lieutenant Zobel and Alicia Smith. Now for the starting lineup for your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. At guard, the 5'3" senior from LTU, Michigan, number 13, Addie Dale. At center, 6th grade sophomore from Martin, Michigan, number 20, Jacob. At guard, 5'6" junior from Wadsworth, Ohio, number 22, Becky Long. At guard, 6 foot, graduate senior from Fort Wayne, number 24, Julia Huey. At forward, 6 foot senior from Perrysburg, Ohio, number 33, Jay Barrett. Your Blue Devils under the leadership of Grace Carbergen. In her 5th season, she's assisted by Terrell Wattis, Alex Carter, and Avery Jones.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Don Riddler Fieldhouse. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Don Riddler Fieldhouse for tonight's college women's basketball between Lawrence Tech and the visiting Cougars of St. Xavier, all the way from Chicago, Illinois. Now, the Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference, Lawrence Tech out of the WAC. This is only the second meeting between these two teams. The last time these two teams matched up was last year on the road at the campus of St. Xavier. The newly resurfaced Don Riddler Fieldhouse looking as good as ever. Women's volleyball had a lot of action on here. Now it's time for some basketball. We're into the month of November. Early possession for Lawrence Tech. Maggie Long feeds Addie Nagel, driving down the baseline. Another kick out. Long around the top of the key. A feed down low and is intercepted before a chance for Kate Jacobs. Now, Kalia Neighbors. Make that Eliana Darrell. Feeds to Harris. Harris, a drive to the basket, and blocked from behind by Jacobs. Lawrence Tech did not have a block in their last matchup, and Jacobs with her first of the year. Nagel will take a 3-ball, and it's just off the mark. Picked up by Darrell. Long bounce pass, and this is going to go out of bounds. Possession goes back to Lawrence Tech. Both these teams trying to rebound from a first game loss. Lawrence Tech faced off against Shawnee State this past week here at home as we get a half-court press put on by the Cougars. Screen by Jacobs. Nagel to the basket. Quick kick out. Ferris, 18-footers just off the rim. Ferris picks it up. Huey with a fresh shot clock. Gives to Nagel again. Ferris back to Nagel. They go down low to Jacobs. Shot clock down to 7. It's off the hand of Nagel. Picked up by Darrow to the basket. Drive, and the layup is finished by Harris. Eleanor Harris with the first basket of this one. Another near takeaway. Around the perimeter, they go try Jacobs again. Jacobs trying to work her way on the paint. Able to get around, and it just rolls off. Long with the second attempt. It goes out of bounds, and it goes to the side of the Cougars. The Cougars are underneath the leadership of interim head coach Cindy Lovich. Lovich is a former player in her own right. In fact, just recently, or last year as a player was the 2021-2022 season. Spent 1 year as an assistant. As weaving her way into the lane, and a foul being called, first foul called of the game. That's Haley McDonald, and she will go to the line to shoot. Foul is going to be on Julia Huey. That's her first. But as for interim head coach Cindy Lovich, spent 1 year last year as an assistant. And then the coaching position was opened up, and it was named her as interim. McDonald makes both. And now another full court press. Ferris gives way to Long. And another near takeaway off the deflection. Nagel inside the paint. Quick out. Huey with the 3-ball is just off the mark. Knocked out of bounds, and it will be Lawrence Tech ball. Right off the hand of Alyssa Crenshaw. So out of bounds play from underneath. Inside to Jacobs, but a foul from behind on Eleanor Harris. That'll be her first. Harris, a sophomore center, 6'1", from Downer Groves, Illinois. We get a couple of subs coming in. Dee Smith and Dominique Evans off the bench for Lawrence Tech. The promising young talent that is Dee Smith from Flint Carmen Ainsworth. Wired it over the summer, barely getting it in. Evans, a long feed pass underneath the Jacobs, had trouble with it, and it's taken away by Crenshaw. A long feed pass, and all alone underneath is Harris with the finish. In the middle again, a feed to Smith. Smith, a drive down the lane, stopping in her dribble, kicks out to top of the key. Evans to Jacobs, nearby the elbow. Jacobs, she'll take a drive, a near pickup, and with some contact, she'll go to the line. Jacobs had 14 points in the last match against Shawnee State. Converted 4 turnovers, 24 total for Lawrence Tech. And when talking to head coach Grace Howergan before the game, she said it's just first day jitters. He's trying to work it out chemistry-wise, trying to limit everything, that being turnovers. So after the 6-0 run by the Cougars, Lawrence Tech finds himself on the board courtesy of the 2 3-throw shots of Kate Jacobs, and Jade Ferris will come back in. Darrell gives way. Was wide open underneath was Neighbors. Long bounce pass underneath. And good hand on it by Ferris. He's able to strip it loose, and there's a foul away from the ball. Foul called on Crenshaw. That'll be her first. So again, Cougars with a full court press. Evans trying to work her way around. Feeds up to Nagel. Nagel, quick jump shot, and that one's good from inside the paint. Nagel with her first bucket. Deficit down to 2. A drive to the basket, a quick kick out. Little jump shot, and off the front side of the rim and in. A good one for Crenshaw. Evans again, nearly had it taken away. Smith able to get it past half court. Ferris gives way to Smith. Nagel. Smith again, feeds Jade Ferris. Ferris working away inside the paint. Able to put an elbow in there, just rolls off. Smith in a battle for the rebound. It's picked up by Sophie Carr. The other way we go with Darrell. Thought about it. McDonald hands off to Carr. Quick little jumper from the elbow, off the glass and rolls off. Back to the high-low defensive zone. Go the Cougars. Nagel trying to work her way to the basket, and we get a foul called. Jaden Green off the bench. It's called for her first. Already 3, make that 4 total fouls given to the Cougars. Inbound play has to be sent all the way back out to the top of the key. Nagel feeds Ferris. Ferris working her way in. Good footwork and through some contact, and it just rolls off. Carr with the rebound. Leah Chudzik into the contest for St. Xavier. Another quick feed pass, able to get around, a bit of a trap underneath, a kick out. McDonald for 3, in and out. Rebounded by Long. Lawrence Tech will slow things down for the moment. Dominic Evans feeds Nagel. Nagel drive down the lane, and she's going to go to the line. Through the contact of Leah Chudzik. Brady Nagel making her second start. Nagel scored 4 points. We go to immediate timeout. We'll be right back afterwards.
Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
Curiosity arrives, lighting a path you tenaciously pursue. The unknown presents new challenges, drawing you to a future ready for change. You'll find your calling is closer than imagined. A destination with all the technology and tools to make magic. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
after the immediate timeout. Lawrence Tech into the bonus here in this first quarter. Nagel gets a little help from the rim, and she puts that one in. Nagel, again, making her second start. She scored 4 points in the game against Shawnee State, converted one steal. He had 5 assists. Rebounded by Smith underneath. Little putback try just off the heel. Another rebound by Smith, and D.D. Smith puts it in for her first bucket. That is the latest addition to this roster. So many honors worth. Back in her days at Flint Carmen Ainsworth, a drive to the basket, quick pull-up jumper, and that one's good, courtesy of Jaden Green. And then afterwards gave the too low sign, another near takeaway. Ball underneath and just out of the reach of Jade Ferris. Both teams now at four defensive rebounds each. Lawrence Tech has had 4 offensive, giving them 8 total. Green pull up from nearby the top, and that got nothing. 2 substitutes coming in. Sierra Robinson into the contest, joining D.D. Smith, both former teammates at Flint Carmen Ainsworth. Very highly talked about is Robinson and Smith. That combination coming over to this program, Grace Howergan is very pleased for them to be part of the experience. Down low for Ferris. A good bounce pass underneath, and it pays off as Dominic Evans goes to the line. Just a beautiful read by Jade Ferris on the good cut by Dominique Evans. Evans is a senior this year from Macedonia, Ohio. She came off the bench, played 17 minutes in the last game against Shawnee State. Makes the first one. 6th team foul on St. Xavier. Evans goes 2 for 2. Scored 2 points and also had a steal. Converted 1 turnover in the previous game. Around the front and through the lane. A good long try for a layup, and it's off the glass. Jenna Hernandez off the bench. Working quickly. Evans down low for Ferris again. Ferris backing her way. One-on-one against Robinson. Or make that Hernandez, and Hernandez comes away with the steal. McDonald underneath. Neighbors, a little bounce pass. Ball was loose, picked up by Neighbors again. Feeds to Chudzik. Back to the top for McDonald. Pull-up jumper, and that one goes through. McDonald up to 4. Smith, a quick drive to the lane, pull up inside the paint, and she'll go to the line once again. So make that 7 team fouls. Smith already with 2 on the night. A few more subs coming in. Julia Huey back in, replaces Long. Kate Jacobs back in to replace Jade Ferris. Right off the heel for the first attempt. And for D.D. Smith, played 26 minutes back in the first game. Scored 12 points, converted 4 turnovers, and had 1 assist. 1 for 2 goes Smith on the 3 throws. Leah Chudzik, sophomore guard from Penawaukee. An open lane taken, and that was just blown coverage. And Grace Howergan's going to use the timeout. McDonald is up to 6, and we'll be right back right after the timeout. 2 timeouts taken for Lawrence Tech. Find themselves down by 4. Still within the bonus. Approaching 2 minutes left to go. Smith, another drive to the lane, off the high glass and in. What a shot by D.D. Smith. Smith up to 5 now so far. Around the perimeter, Hernandez gives way to Carr. Down low, another jumper, and it goes in for Crenshaw. Crenshaw up to 4. Off the screen, Smith inside the paint. A wraparound try. What a beauty by D.D. Smith. Now up to 7. Long pass underneath for Carr. To the 3-throw line for Crenshaw, and that one goes in. Fast-paced action. Back and forth we go. Smith once more. Faked it underneath. A wraparound shot. And a foul call. D.D. Smith goes to the line once again. Foul's going to be called on Sophie Carr. That'll be her first. Eighth team foul called on the Cougars. As we mentioned, the last time these two teams matched up, and this is only the second ever meeting. It was back on December the 30th of last year as Smith makes the first one. Final of that one was 84-78. St. Xavier took that one. And Smith is 2 for 4 from the line. Hernandez feeds underneath. And that one was deflected and out of bounds off the shot attempt by Bethany Baldwin. And also into the contest, Delaney Panazzo, rather. Officials trying to make sure everybody's in correct placement. This should be a good matchup underneath, but there's a foul called before the shot. So this will still be an inbound play as we also get more subs coming in. Liv Linden is into the contest as well for Lawrence Tech. Foul was called on Julia Huey. That's her second. Maggie Long back in, along with Addie Nagel. More subs coming in. Jade Ferris back in as well. So this is the matchup. Jacobs and Panazzo. A drive to the basket by Crenshaw. Rebounded by Baldwin. A loose ball. It's still up for grabs. Crenshaw is able to grab it into the corner. Picks up her dribble. Long pass out. 3-ball from deep. Off the mark. Rebounded by Jacobs. Feeds to Nagel. 35 seconds left to go. Linden to the basket. Could not get all of it. Final seconds approaching of this first quarter. Another one underneath. Crenshaw shot is over Jacobs and in. One last shot attempt for Lawrence Tech. Linden trying to work through traffic, and off-balance shot, but foul is called. That'll be the 9th team foul on St. Xavier. And Liv Linden will go to the line. 2.4 seconds. And for Liv Linden, she will try to make this a little bit closer than 5. Linden came off the bench last game, played 13 minutes, scored 7, had 1 steal. This is with the first. 1 for 2 is Linden. 4-point game. Long chance, but no chance whatsoever. So after 1 quarter, it is 20-16. We'll be right back after a short break.
Curiosity arrives, lighting a path you tenaciously pursue. The unknown presents new challenges, drawing you to a future ready for change. You'll find your calling is closer than imagined. A destination with all the technology and tools to make magic. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Back here for the second quarter, St. Xavier and Lawrence Tech. The Blue Devils and the Cougars. A non-conference matchup for Lawrence Tech. This is their last non-conference game before they start conference play in the WAC, and they take on Concordia next week. Underneath for Crenshaw. Got a bit of contact. Rebound made, still up for grabs. Crenshaw put it back, and it's in and out. A battle for possession, won by Linden. Linden went 1 for 2. A good bounce pass underneath, but it got through Addie Nagel. Blue Devils have had some good looks via the passing, but yet has not really been able to convert. And for on the side of St. Xavier, they're trying to bounce back after taking an opening loss to Bethany College, as that 3-ball just went off the heel, rebounded by Ferris. Nagel inside the pact. Ferris tried to go through again, ran through 2 defenders, and it's going to be picked up, and we get a jump ball, and possession is going to go back to Lawrence Tech. As the matchup to definitely look out for is Delaney Bonazzo and Kate Jacobs. 2 centers at the 6'3" stature. Bonazzo from Grant Park, Illinois. And for Kate Jacobs is from Heartland, Michigan. Ferris matching up against Bonazzo. Right back to her, and it got deflected by Crenshaw, taken away by Eleanor. That's the 4th steal for St. Xavier. 3-ball by Hernandez is off the mark. Rebounded by Crenshaw. Pressured out of bounds. A drive to the baseline. Feed underneath, and a foul called. Bethany Baldwin will go to the line, the lone senior on this St. Xavier team. Fouls on Addie Nagel, that's her first. We got a couple of subs coming in. Jaden Green back in, and it appears that Haley McDonald will come in for Baldwin after these 3 throws are done. Baldwin did not make the start in the last matchup against Bethany College of Kansas. Played a total of 14 minutes and scored 4 as she makes both. More subs coming in. Hernandez is back in along with McDonald. They replace Baldwin and Panazzo. Long along the baseline. Full court pressure put on by the Cougars. Bounce pass over to Ferris. Ferris able to get it past half court and a foul called on Jaden Green. For Green, that'll be her second. And first team foul of the second quarter. Huey to Long. A long 3-ball off the front side, picked up by Nagel off the bounce. Nagel, a quick pull-up jumper, and that one goes through. Nagel with her second bucket. She's now up to 7. A kick out, but they will call McDonald for the walk. Good pressure put on by Long. More subs in. Emma Clark makes her first appearance. Long feeds it over to Ferris. Another pass back to Maggie Long. Nagel. Long directing traffic. And now it's takeaway. The 5th steal of the night. McDonald down the lane. And a block. What a rejection. Jade Ferris. Ferris able to bail out the steal. So an out-of-bounds play from underneath. Lofted. A kick out. Clark faked it. Long 3-ball attempt, and that one goes through, courtesy of Darrell. A loft feed pass, and it went nowhere. Nagel tried to force it, thread the needle. McDonald pulls up from inside, off the front side, tipped by Smith, and she corrals it. Dee Smith through the lane, and they were going to call the charge. Eliana Durrell stepping in front of the charging Dee Smith, and Smith is called for her first foul. Top side from McDonald. Fake the handoff, and it's going to run into the wall, and blocked there by Jacobs. Huey to the corner, but that's blocked in front by Durrell. Quick sub in. Dominique Evans replaces Jade Ferris. Six steals for St. Xavier, 4 fast break points. Smith feeds Jacobs. Inside, all alone, Dee Smith. What a look by Jacobs. Left all alone underneath. Quickly inside, and Jacobs able to break up the pass. A little floater off the heel. Rebounded by Jacobs. Pressured and deflected, but sent over to Evans. Evans, a kick out and another steal. The 7th. Evans is coming up limping. all the way over. A long pass, a long three, and that one misses. Jacobs had to throw it in as she was going out of bounds. Smith twirling around, got tipped. Smith going after it, and she went after the ball into the Cougars bench. McDonald inside the paint, a handoff underneath. A kick-out pass that goes out of bounds, a turnover, and it goes back to Lawrence Tech. We got a sub in, Sophie Carr. Maggie Long comes in for Evans. Evans will be checked out by the trainer. She limps off. 25-20, 5:18 left to go. Huey, and a pass probably was tipped, but it results in another steal. Crenshaw the other way, and a block by Jacobs. Ball is loose on the court, and this is going to be a jump ball. And the possession goes back to St. Xavier. So twice. First time it was Jade Ferris, and now it's Kate Jacobs able to bail out another turnover. The 11th. They stack up. Long kick out. What a maneuver. What a shot. And just off the mark. Rebounded by Jacobs. Cutting in front, a foul from behind, as they're going to get Haley McDonald. That'll be her first. Haley McDonald, in her junior year, 5'10" guard from Canberra, Australia. Traveled a long way. And this will be a quick media timeout, so we will return in a moment.
Chevy Silverado has what it takes to do it all. With a TurboMax engine and a 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Any truck can help you make a living. This one helps you build a life. Chevy Silverado.
Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for $299 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just four walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened and next steps are taken. It's a place to call your very own, where you can create new traditions and welcome family with open arms. And at Michigan First, it's at the heart of everything we do. Let us help you discover the possibilities of home.
As the immediate timeout is starting to wind down. 25-20 is the score that still remains. It has been a stalemate for the last remaining 3 or so minutes. 4:44 left to go. And for Lawrence Tech, their next matchup after this game will be against Concordia to start WAC conference play. That'll be on November the 11th, next Saturday at 1 p.m. As for Lawrence Tech, they have 5 home games to start the season. This being their second, and then they have 3 more to start conference play as they take on the newly acquired Cleary University into the basketball programs. And then University of Michigan Dearborn. Around the perimeter, Smith to Nagel. Nagel thought about it. Underneath, pull-up tries off the mark. Rebounded by Carr. Quickly the other way. Clark. Baldwin. And make that Chudzik. Clark fades Crenshaw underneath. A good maneuver underneath, and another block by Jacobs. Third block by Kate Jacobs. Coming up huge in clutch moments to keep the score where it's at. Feed underneath. Jacobs has only one bucket on the night, and that was blocked by Crenshaw. It's loose nearby the baseline. It's taken by Emma Clark. By correction, Jacobs only has the 2 free throws. A kick out, picked up by Baldwin on the run, got it over, and put it off the glass. Nagel into the kick out. Long thought about it, ran into a wall, bit of an off-balance shot, and we're going to get a foul on Jacobs from behind. And for Kate Jacobs, that'll be her first foul. Coming back in is Jade Ferris. Lead for the Cougars now up to 7. Underneath, Carr, that one got stripped loose, still loose underneath, picked up and put off the glass and in by Neighbors. Largest lead of the game, up to 9. Around the perimeter they go. Ferris, one-on-one with Neighbors, a kick out, Huey, the 3-ball, and that one goes through. First 3-ball of the night, and it is the 5th-year senior. Baldwin, one-on-one with Smith around the back, and they're going to count it, and one is Bethany Baldwin. Dee Smith is going to be called for her second foul. Baldwin goes to the line to finish it off. More subs coming in. Dominic Evans back in. And also with Liv Linden. Linden also another amazing addition. Also from Heartland. As Baldwin finishes off the free throw. Very familiar and good chemistry between Linden and Jacobs as they both went to Heartland High School. Nagel will take a 3-ball herself, finish just short. Kept in by Linden. But right to the hands of Neighbors. All on the run. A pass underneath. And a long pass. This is going to be an over and back. Another turnover. Just the 6th for the Cougars compared to the 11. Five total blocks for Lawrence Tech. Only 2 for the Cougars thus far. Under 2 minutes left to go. Jacobs back in. One-on-one with Carr. Trying to work her way around. Got contact as she went around, and Kate Jacobs with her first bucket. Bounce pass. Right out of the gate, off the front part of the rim. Picked up by Cabellas. Another 3 chance. That one's off the mark, and it's going to stay with St. Xavier. Madison Cabelkas off the bench. Baldwin, one-on-one with Linden. Pass over to Carr. Shot clock down to 6. On the run, Baldwin picked up by Ferris off the deflection. Another tip pass. Linden from her former teammate to now teammates again. Evans feeds Jacobs. Jacobs inside the paint. Another wraparound try, and she gets it in. Back-to-back buckets for Kate Jacobs. But quickly, we go the other way. Baldwin underneath on the run. Rebounded by Huey. And Grace Hourigan just stopping her foot to slow things down. I will say the newly resurfaced Don Riddler Fieldhouse is making some echoes around here. Hand off, Linden. Got loose. Ball is on the court. Picked up and set away. Kalibas off the high glass, rebounded by Baldwin, and she puts it in right before the buzzer. Bethany Baldwin beats it before time expired. And St. Xavier has themselves a 34-27 lead. Bench points are almost even at 13-11, but when we come back, we'll see who is victor at the end of this. We'll be right back on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. Back here for the second half of women's college basketball. Newly resurfaced Don Ridler Fieldhouse on what has been a very eventful Saturday and still keeps on going. The football team won their game tonight for senior day. And then over on the other side, and Adrian, quick feed pass inside for Jacobs. A high shot as she gets it in. Jacobs now up to 8 points. And to finish my quote, women's soccer is in the semifinals of the WAC tournament. They were in overtime scoreless against Siena Heights. A fadeaway shot by Harrison. That one goes in. The two centers trading buckets back and forth. Huey with a good pickup. Feeds over to Nagel. Ferris feeds over to Long. Around the perimeter. Outside the box. Got the fake around Harris. The wraparound trying to block by Harris. And it's off of her, but she's able to regain it as Jacobs trying to keep it in bounds. Eliana Durrell. Durrell has 3 points on the only 3 ball for St. Xavier. Another wraparound shot. What a beauty by Harris. Harris is now up to 6. Long, she'll take a drive to the baseline as she's going to be going to the line as the foul is called on Durrell. For Durrell, that's her first. Long will go to the line. Makes the first one. Last year, Maggie Long off the bench made a total, made actually all the starts, 29 of them, and was averaging about 8.5 points a game. And gets a friendly bounce off the rim and in. Durrell. Green, a little lob pass, easy layup put in for Crenshaw. Just how they drew it up if on the side of the Cougars. And now the full court press. They're able to get it across. Underneath, pressured, a kick out try, and Jaden Green is able to knock it out. For Green, she's only played a total of 7 minutes back in that first half. They scored 2 points. Didi Smith has 10 on the night. Huey with a 3-ball is just off the mark. Picked up by Durrell. Full head of steam. Slow things up. Top of the key for Crenshaw. Down low for Harris. A quick kick out. Jaden Green for 3. And she makes that one. Timeout called. 43-13. This will be our first media timeout of the second half. We'll be right back. Out of the 30-second timeout taken by Lawrence Tech, they find themselves trailing by 12, the largest lead of this game thus far. Largest lead back in the first period was only 9 for the Cougars. It's only a 3 points so far within the first 3 minutes for Lawrence Tech. They have an inbound play. Once again, the full court press. Nagel weaving her way past half court. Huey, top of the key, handoff. Nagel off the screen. Down low, able to weave her way around. Ferris, Huey will try another one. Off the mark again, rebounded by Jacobs in the middle of the paint. There, count it! Jacobs will go to the line. Jacobs now up to 10 points, along with Dee Smith. Jacobs already 2 for 2 for free throws. Finishes off the three-point play. We get a couple of subs coming in. Make that 1. Sophie Carver replaces Eleanor Harris. Green waiting patiently. A long pass over to Carr. Another kick out. Thought about it. Carr again. Feeds Crenshaw. Quickly on a reverse shot. And a beauty. Alyssa Crenshaw up to 12. Nagel able to get across half court. Off the screen. Jacobs gets the Nagel again. Down low for Ferris. Nearby the elbow, working her way inside the paint. Off balance, and she gets it off the glass. Ferris with 2 blocks. Gets her first bucket. A 3-ball by Green is just short. Picked up by Jacobs. Jacobs also had 4 rebounds and account for 3 turnovers and 4 blocks. Back to her normal self as she did so in the second half of last year. Inside again, up for grabs, and it's a jump ball. Possession goes to the Cougars of St. Xavier. Green over to Carr, around the perimeter to go with some urgency. Down to the corner, Green will take another 3-ball chance just off the mark, rebounded by Smith. Got tipped from behind. Kick out. Smith will drive to the basket again, off balance, rebounded again, and they were going to call the foul. A bit of an entanglement with Jaden Green. Smith will go to the line, and she's already up to 10 and looking to add on. 2 subs coming in. Kalia Neighbors and Dominique Evans. And also Bethany Baldwin. Baldwin had herself a good first half with 9 points off the bench within 7 minutes worth. She was 3 for 6 of field goals. Smith a little bit short on the first one. And as for the Cougars, they have a tough matchup coming up after this one, as on November the 10th, they're going to face the number 5 ranked team in the nation, and that is Marian University, in a bit of a tournament taking place at the University of St. Francis. Nagel had herself turned around, broken by the ankles again. A long bounce pass underneath and a block by Evans, and the putback shot is off the mark, rebounded by Huey. Lawrence Tech has been able to bail out themselves when it comes to allowing the open lanes and turnovers. That got tipped out of bounds, and it stays with the Blue Devils. 12 turnovers in the first half alone. That is already halfway to their 24 in which they had in the last game. 5 on the side of the Cougars. Quick pull-up shot by Evans. Rebounded by Smith. Had to put it down on a dribble, but she's called for the travel. Could not keep her feet underneath her. Grace Hourigan is talking so highly of Dee Dee Smith, saying that her career is just getting started, but she can reach so much in so little time. Got around Huey, underneath, Carr into the middle, blocked from behind by Ferris. Ball still loose up for grabs, and all alone underneath. Neighbors puts it up and in. Another blown coverage play. The lead back to 10 for the Cougars. Feeds to Evans. Down low for Ferris. Ferris from behind and a takeaway. Clear as day. 2-on-1. Huey, the handoff to Carr. Just rolls off. Rebounded and a foul from behind. And they're going to get Jade Ferris. That'll be her first. Jacobs will come back in for Ferris. Bethany Baldwin will go back to the free-throw line. 3 for 3. Has been efficient as they come for the lone senior. Off the rebound for Carr. Picked up quickly inside. A little wraparound try off the mark again by Baldwin. Rebounded by Huey. Chasing 11 is LTU. Evans got wrapped around. Gives way to Smith. Smith down the lane. Got hit from behind. Rebounded by Neighbors. Haley McDonald cross through. Neighbors underneath. Good block. Got tipped up by Smith. Taken away by Jacobs. Around the perimeter. To the corner for Nagel. Gives way to Jacobs from the elbow. Trying to work her way down the lane, and it just rolled off. Haley McDonald through everybody. Got tipped from behind, picked up by Jacobs. Jump back three, just off the heel. And they're going to call Jacobs for the foul on the reach over. Trying to use that 6'3" extension. She's called for her second foul. 3 subs coming in. Liv Linden, Maggie Long, and Jade Ferris back in. And also Jenna Hernandez back in for St. Xavier. And a takeaway by Long. First steal of the night for Lawrence Tech. Linden gives Jacobs. Nagel around the perimeter they go. Underneath on the bounce. Ferris. A kick out. Linden will drive down the baseline. A little floater, and it's good. Liv Linden with her first bucket. Pass, and it's going to go off the hand of Hernandez and out of bounds. A turnover. Chasing 9 with 2:08 left to go in this third quarter. Evans got wrapped around, picked up her dribble, gives way to Ferris. One-on-one with Crenshaw. Evans again, a little wraparound try, and she will go to the line. Third foul called on Haley McDonald. For each team, now they have 2 players in double digits. First one is good by Evans, who was 2 for 2 back in the first half. And 4 for 4 is Evans from the 3-throw line. We get another sub coming in, and that is Delaney Panazzo. And now Lawrence Tech with a bit of a full court press on their own right, and that was tipped. A bit of a juggle. Crenshaw is able to take it away. Nearly good pressure and almost resulted in a turnover. That one got tipped, but it's going to be a foul from behind on Dominic Evans. And for Evans, that will be her first. This will be an inbound play. 4 fouls on St. Xavier, 3 for Lawrence Tech. That one got tipped on the inbound play, picked up by Baldwin as she puts it up, and it's off the corner, and it's going to be Lawrence Tech ball. And we get a timeout called on the court by St. Xavier. This is going to be their first timeout used. It'll be a quick 30-second timeout. And as you look at the one steal for Lawrence Tech, 10 total for St. Xavier, and that one steal for Lawrence Tech could have not come at a better time. As we look at points off of turnovers, is we 15 total for Lawrence Tech, 3 in this half alone, 7 total for the Cougars. And for the Cougars, they've converted 14 points off those turnovers, 8 total points off the 7 turnovers for Lawrence Tech. St. Xavier not electing to do the full court press. Back to a 7-point game where it has been at for the majority of this matchup. Nagel gives way to Ferris, a handoff, a kick out, a high one. Nagel took a tumble underneath, into the corner. Under a minute left to go in the third quarter. Shot clock down to 7. Nagel took an off-balance shot. Nagel a second chance, and she's going to be fouled from behind. Nagel will go to the line. Nagel is a kind of player that you would describe as very scrappy, always thinking many steps ahead and trying to work faster than her own mind can think. Nagel was 1 for 2 back in the first half. Lawrence Tech into the bonus. 50.4 left to go. All of these shots matter the most. And for Nagel last year, she made 14 starts, was averaging about just over 5 points a game. 2 for 2 this time around, 3 for 4 overall. And now a full court press of the own right of Lawrence Tech. Nearly paid off the last time. Long feed pass, Hernandez gives way to Baldwin. About almost a 10-second differential between the shot clock and the play clock. Baldwin again at the top of the key, gives way to Neighbors. Hernandez, a fadeaway 3, just short. Rebounded by Ferris. 20 seconds remaining. One last chance to make this even closer. Low-scoring affair for 3 quarters worth. Nagel trying to go for the laying, and this is going to be going back to the side of the Cougars. Nagel was trying to force it. 8.7 left to go. Lawrence Tech still going with the full court press. Nagel with a takeaway, ball loose. Long with a chance, she gets fouled on the way up. Maggie Long forcing it, and she will pay it off at the line. 1.9 seconds left to go. What a knockout by Addie Nagel, forcing the turnover, the second steal of the game. And now Long to try and make things closer. Long had not scored until this very moment, making her second start. Two for two, makes it a three-point game. No chance on the last shot. Lawrence Tech makes things a little bit closer. It is 48-45, and we'll be right back for the start of the fourth quarter right here at the Lawrence Tech Sports Network.
Curiosity arrives, lighting a path you tenaciously pursue. The unknown presents new challenges, drawing you to a future ready for change. You'll find your calling is closer than imagined. A destination with all the technology and tools to make magic. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
This game is getting closer by the bits. Lawrence Tech had been trailing by an average of 7 throughout this entirety of this game. At once was down by 12, and now they have worked their way back to make things at a three-point affair. A low-scoring affair, if not at the best, of this game between these two teams. Realizing that they have tough opponents waiting. For St. Xavier, they're going to take on the number 5 team in the nation, that being Marion, in their next matchup. And for Lawrence Tech, they start conference play against Concordia next Saturday. Crenshaw with a bit of a shove. Harris fell down. Ferris takes advantage of it. The layup. Eleanor Harris fell down and left the lane wide open. The other way, Green holds things up. A loft pass. Green again. Green to the lane. All the contact. Crenshaw puts it up, and the foul is called. Linden went down as Green was charging forward, and Jade Ferris is going to be called for her second foul. Crenshaw will go to the line to shoot. Already has 12 on the night. And for Crenshaw last year, she made 23 starts, played almost 630 minutes, and averaging just 12 points a game. Nagel, Evans to Long, working their way around this full court press. Long got pressured around. Evans past midcourt. Long waits. Gives way to Ferris. Wraparound try. Harris with the block. Linden will take a three-ball try. It's just off the mark, and it hit the extension over, so this will be out of play. And quickly the other way goes Durrell. They were able to get through the full court press with ease. McDonald Durrell. Here's way to Green. Trying to work her way down low. Crenshaw. That one just rolls off the heel, and we get a foul away from the ball. This will be an inbound play. That's on Maggie Long. That's only her first. Lawrence Tech is leading in the rebound category with 35. Already nearly doubling what they had last time around. For Grace Hourigan, that was one of the things that she wanted to win this time around. Win the rebound battle. Harris, a short jumper. And coming up limping a bit was Jacobs on that play. Nagel able to get it to Linden. Able to pull up, a kick out. Nagel was in space. To the corner, Maggie Long. She makes it. Maggie Long with her first 3 ball. Makes things at a two-point affair. Long pass over to Durrell. Durrell inside the paint. Eleanor Harris. Rebounded by Ferris. Picks it up. About as close as you can get at this point. Linden. Nagel. Inside the paint. Floater try just off the mark. Rebounded by Harris. Inside down low. Crenshaw off the mark. Rebounded by Jacobs. The other way, Liv Linden. Nearly a pass, and it's a turnover. She's called for the travel. A costly mistake by Liv Linden. Dee Dee Smith back in for Nagel. Durrell gives way to Green. Now Haley McDonald. Got around, a little layup, and that was a beauty. Able to get around Dee Dee Smith. Lawrence Tech is looking for their first lead of this game. This game has not been yet tied and not had a lead change. Nearly another fumble. Long. Shot clock is down to 7 and it's loose. Picked up by Neighbors. Gives way to Durrell. Has Harris running. A handoff and the finish. Long will bring things up. 6 minutes approaching. Back up to 6 is the Cougars. Ferris thought about it. A kick out. Long from the corner. Inside for Ferris. Linden. Inside the paint. Pull up jumper is good. All alone. Green conserves the jumper and she got it. A lot of miscommunication on whether or not it was going to be a full court press and then left the door open for Green. A long pass, and Jacobs couldn't get it, and she's going to be called for a foul. The passes underneath, trying to get to Ferris or Jacobs, they have not been rather clean. Therefore, leaving it for the door open, leaving the door open rather. And now easily open. Right there is Harris, and she finishes it again. And Grace Hourigan's going to call a timeout. As her team is down by 6. This is going to be a full timeout taken, so we'll take a short break. Lawrence Tech tried to work their way back into this game. The timeout, 5:12 left to go in this game. 60-52. Lawrence Tech at one point had this game down to a 2-point affair. And now St. Xavier has busted it back open to 8. Largest lead was 12 early on in the third quarter. Evans gives it to Long. Over to Huey back in. Down low for Jacobs. Jacobs one-on-one with Harris. Jacobs down low again. What a finish. Jacobs is up to 13. Durrell, and she's going to be fouled by Long. Long, that's her second foul. 4 fouls on Lawrence Tech, none on the half of St. Xavier so far in this fourth quarter. A bit of a modified zone for the defense. McDonald got around Nagel, a floater just in and out, and it goes to Lawrence Tech. Now the full court press. Bit of a delay in the game. Officials discussing things over. Play resumes. Inbound to Evans, now to Nagel. And another takeaway. And a good reversal. All alone, Jaden Green finishes it. Another steal and another turnover. Points off turnovers for the Cougars. $14 steals in this game for St. Xavier. Huey will take a 3-ball try. Off the mark. Rebounded by Harris. Bit of a trap. Out of bounds, and it's going to go to St. Xavier. .345 left to go. An 8-point game. A handoff. Dramel, a good reverse 360. She gets it off the paint, or gets it off the glass, rather. Use the square to her advantage. 10-point game now. Foul from behind by Durrell. First foul this fourth quarter for St. Xavier. This will be an inbound play. And in other athletics news, women's soccer is moving on to the finals of the WAC Tournament Championship, WAC Championship Tournament, and winning a shootout after all the overtime was done. between them and Siena Heights. It went scoreless for so long, and then in the shootouts, Lawrence Tech won it. Back down low again for Jacobs. Got hit, and no foul called. Grace Hourgate voicing displeasure. Under 3 minutes left to go. Got through is McDonald, high off the glass. Rebound by Jacobs. The other way, Linden is able to hold up. A long three, just off the mark. Almost in desperation. Durrell trying to kill a lot of the clock. Picks up her dribble, gives way to McDonald. One-on-one, and she's able to get through, and what a finish. Nearly off balance on one leg. Haley McDonald with that layup. And in other news, the men's team got knocked off by Madonna in a 2-1 finish of the quarterfinals of the WAC Championship Tournament. Women's moves on. Men's is done for the rear. All the way to the other side. Linden with space gives way to Jacobs. And she gets fouled as trying to go up. Jacobs will go to the line. Back to a 12-point game. 1:42 left. Subs aplenty coming in. Jacobs has made all of her three throws thus far, giving her a point total, now up to 14. Matching her total from the game ago. And a new season high as that thing just barely stopped up. Jacobs will go back to the bench. In comes Jade Ferris. So the Cougars looking to finish things off with under 2 minutes left to go. Realizing the matchup they have ahead, facing off against the number 5 team, Marion. Gives way to Hernandez. Down low for Crenshaw. A hit from behind, underneath, cutting in front was Linden. She knocks it out of bounds. "20 turnovers total. Crenshaw with a pull-up try, and that just got a friendly bounce. And not letting up, still up by 12. A bit of a half-court press. Nagel is able to break through. Inside the paint, D.D. Smith, drive her own, trying to run for Crenshaw, and got blocked up. Picked up by Durrell, under a minute left to go. Underneath, and a takeaway, loose ball picked up by Evans, and now she gets hit from behind. Evans is able to pick it up, picked up again by Crenshaw. And it's going to be a kick ball, and it goes to Lawrence Tech. 41 seconds left to go in a 12-point game. Lawrence Tech is four attempts under for their turnover total. And if it's one thing they definitely improved on this time around, it has been the rebounds. Leading the way with 39 compared to the 37 of St. Xavier. It's a victory tonight in the smallest of ways for this team. Here we have pull-up three. Good block out by Crenshaw. Shot clock is off. Nagel trying to knock from behind. This should be able to finish things off. Nagel will try to give things a look, and they will call a foul. Nagel called for her second. And for the first time tonight, took a while, but St. Xavier is into the bonus for the first time. And what will be the largest lead of the night will more than likely finish off the game for the Cougars. Quick sub in. We get a timeout called on the court. This would be a full timeout, so we will step away for 14 seconds worth remaining in the fourth quarter right here in the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. Of the timeout taken. Final seconds ticking away. Nagel. Ferris. To Nagel again. Nagel will try for one more time, but that's how this game ends. St. Xavier, for the second consecutive season, has knocked off Lawrence Tech in the second ever matchup between these two teams. The Cougars have taken care of business. They even up their record at 1-1 apiece. Lawrence Tech falls down to 0-2 to start the season, and this will lead into their next conference matchup, which is on November the 11th, Saturday at 1 p.m. Back here at Down River Fieldhouse, the Cardinals of Concordia come to town for the first game of WAC conference action. So join us next time right here on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. John Stowe signing out for now. We will see you next time.